Welcome to Beijing's Temple of Heaven, one of China's most sacred imperial sites. This isn't just an ancient temple, it's where emperors once connected with the heavens, performing elaborate rituals to ensure the prosperity of the empire. Let's step inside and uncover its secrets. For over 500 years, this was the most important religious site in China. The emperor, known as the Son of Heaven, came here once a year to pray for good harvests and the well-being of his people. But this wasn't just any ceremony, every step had to be performed perfectly, or it was seen as a bad omen for the entire nation. The most famous building here is the Hall of Prayer for Good Harvests, a stunning three-tiered wooden temple with no nails holding it together. Its blue-tiled roof represents the sky, and its circular shape symbolizes heaven, resting on a square base, which represents earth, a key belief in ancient Chinese philosophy. Inside, the emperor stood beneath its towering ceiling, performing a highly detailed ritual to ask the gods for bountiful harvests. This ceremony was so important that even the smallest mistake could bring fear and uncertainty to the empire. Before speaking to the gods, the emperor had to purify his body and spirit. That's where the imperial vault of heaven comes in, a smaller yet equally impressive temple just south of the Hall of Prayer. Here, the emperor fasted, meditated, and made offerings, preparing for the crucial ceremony. Surrounding this temple is the famous echo wall. If you whisper at one end, someone on the opposite side can hear you loud and clear, an incredible acoustic trick designed to amplify voices, almost as if the gods were listening. At the very southern end of the complex lies the circular mound altar, a three-tiered marble platform. This was the most sacred spot in the entire temple. The emperor stood at the center stone, called the Heart of Heaven, to offer his prayers. It was believed that standing in this exact spot allowed his voice to reach directly to the gods. And here's something fascinating: if you stand on the center stone and speak, your voice will echo powerfully, symbolizing the emperor's divine connection with heaven. Want the best experience at the Temple of Heaven? Plan your visit wisely. Arrive early. The park opens at 6 a.m., and the temple gates open at 8 a.m. Get there early to enjoy the peaceful morning and watch locals singing, dancing, and practicing Kung Fu, a cultural experience you won't want to miss. By 10 a.m., the park fills up with tourists, so getting here early ensures a more immersive and serene experience. If you prefer a quieter atmosphere, stay late. While the temple gates close at 5 p.m., the park remains open until 10 p.m., letting you take a quiet evening stroll and soak in the peaceful surroundings. Since the fall of the Ming Dynasty, the Temple of Heaven has become a public park and museum, where people gather to practice Tai Chi, fly kites, and enjoy the peaceful gardens. It's a place where past and present meet, offering a glimpse into China's incredible imperial history. So, what do you think? Could you imagine being an emperor here, performing these sacred rituals? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on my next adventure. See you next time, explorers.